Namaste lovers, Darcy here, and today we're going to break down the postural awareness in Sukhasana, or easy pose. So the way our pelvis should be aligned and just where we should be mindful as far as our bones are concerned. So let's come into a seated position. And so Sukhasana is also kind of easy. It's a cross-legged pose. So you can have your feet crossed without the ankles touching. So it looks like this from the front. And then from the side, I'm going to be facing the side so you can watch the mobility of the pelvis and kind of some do's and don'ts when you come into this pose. So it's kind of ironic because it's called Sukhasana, it's called easy pose, but this is anything but easy. And this is a very challenging posture for a lot of people. And so, first of all, we want to make sure that our sit bones at the base of the pelvic bowl we're balancing on those, okay? So you can feel them on the mat. Sometimes people may feel the same sensation as being on their hands and their knees, and their kneecaps are uncomfortable, the bony part. So what you can do, just like you would in a kneeling position, is you can sit on a folded blanket at any height that suits you, so your sit bones are nourished and supported. And this also helps by creating a little bit more leverage where the hips are higher than the knees. You can do this with a block as well. So once you have found the perfect padding for your sit bones, then we want to start and bring all of our awareness to the pelvis. Okay, we have a very mobile pelvis, and this can be beneficial for some things, and it can hurt us in yoga. So what I want you to do is just take note of the way the pelvis is moving here. I'm actually going to remove this because I prefer to have the sit bones down onto the earth. And so most people sit with their pelvis like this, okay? So right now, think of my pelvis as a bowl of water, and I'm here. All that water is rushing out, pouring back behind me. This is how a lot of people sit. Notice what happened to my vertebrae. It became just a little bit of flexion. Now then there are others that try so hard not to do this that they become this. Their pelvis is pouring forward. So now all that water is pouring out to the front of the mat because they're trying so hard not to be here. Okay, and I'm one of these people. I try so hard and I catch myself. Diagonal line. Okay, so what we want to do in Sukhasana is be completely vertical. Crown of the head and sit bones, one straight line of energy. Our chin should be parallel to the earth. Okay, and we're sitting upright, so our pelvis is not pouring forward or backward. It's in neutral. Okay. This kind of engages a little bit of our core. Bring your hands to your knees, and then we're going to engage your triceps by straightening your arms and taking the bend out of the elbow. So palms to knees, lift your sternum, straighten your arms, chin parallel to the earth. Pull the pelvis up into neutral, and then close your eyes softly, and try to find very fluid, natural breath in and out through the nostrils, coming into diaphragmatic breathing, where you're breathing and your belly is expanding with every inhale. you can stay in this position for as little as 1 minute, all the way up to an hour, okay? And so you can see where this easy pose becomes to be more challenging whenever you have to be mindful of your positioning. So a good way to think of it is you want to imagine that there's a wall behind your back. And so there is no rounding of flexion, and there is no extension. We just have length. Imagine that you're pulling up energy from the base. You're also pulling down energy through the crown of the head. And just filling up with each breath that you are gifted, letting that prana, that life force just flow through you and caress every cell of your being. And I recommend for beginners to do this with a wall behind you. So it's always that constant reminder that you're keeping your shoulder blades to the wall. So I hope you learned a little bit of something. Our pelvic alignment is very, very important. It's going to keep our low back and our belly safe in our postures. And so I'll be doing little short videos like this. I've had a lot of students request that I start doing more videos on my YouTube channel that I've had up for a while, which I just recently merged with Yoga Bliss. So there's going to be flow videos to do when you're out of town and you can't make it to the mat. There's going to be just little videos like this of just postural awareness and alignment and just making sure that everything is set up properly so we can practice safe and stay on our mats for a very, very long time. So I hope all of you are having a beautifully blissed out day, and I'm getting ready to teach my 6:30, so I hope you have a lovely evening. Maybe I'll see you soon, and if not, namaste.